Shalom, y'all should Island, Hebrew Israelites, and talks of Oklahoma. We're out here prophesy down for Babylon the Great. First things first, turn to the east, give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash, which in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue is created the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you, sisters and brothers living in this truth, and Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying and show yourselves approved. Shalom. Come today, y'all, Sharala. One thing we're starting to notice through the spirit observation, just watching what's going on in the world, we're noticing that Esau Edom, we say Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that he's losing his wisdom. They're becoming like the cavemen. They're becoming real dumb. They're making dumb decisions. If you want a good example, look at Donald Trump, all his political moves he's making, the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, very unprofessional. He's hurting the Edomites because, they got to rule by deceit. He taking that covering calves off of them. We're not doing it. He doing it because he wants to be a dictator. Even though you can't be a dictator, Babylon the Great, they got checks and balances on that. He feels like he can force the issue through his pride. And all he's doing is hurting his own people because he's making them a laughing stock. Like Jacob the point, and Esau, like, look at you and your old, cocksucking president. You know what I'm saying? He up here ruining your country. It's a beautiful thing is because we don't have to do it. Esau doing it himself. All we got to do is make sure our seatbelt is buckled, because if we in the car with this devil, it's his system, and he's wrecking it. He's wrecking it. And as he's wrecking it, he has to implement the mark of the beast, which is going to come up real sloppy because he doesn't have any more wisdom anymore. That's why this kingdom can't stand anymore. You need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which leads to wisdom in order to run a kingdom. Esau done lost it, man. What his great-great-grandfather did, it's like he's like throwing that knowledge behind him. Like, I ain't gonna listen to my grandpa. Like, I'm great. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. His great-great-grandpa didn't do that. He talked to a Jake. Like, Jake, what should I do? Jake, how should I do this? And he stole Jake ideas to establish his kingdom. And like I say, that's an art of wisdom. I gotta give it to Esau. It is. Esau know where the wisdom come from. It comes from Jake. So he used Jake and his ideas. Like I heard Jake made the automobile. Ford. I heard the slaves wrote the blueprint for that. And then Esau, it's true, yeah. And Esau just used it. But now we look fast forward, and this devil think he's really smart. And he's really dumb. He's making real dumb decisions, man. So I got to open the precept for us.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 7. And it says, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Ooh, so they asked the question, is their wisdom vanished? And we can answer that question today. Yes, it has. And how do you know that? Like you said in the scriptures, look at their fruit. Look at the choices they making, man. Like doing tariffs. That was dumb. How you gonna do tariffs when you have no manufacturing? You import almost everything you get. You're a consumer nation. You can no longer weaponize your economy because you don't make nothing. So the countries that make stuff just did a workaround. They call it bricks. I just go deal with this nation. I just go deal with this nation. I ain't got to deal with you. You dumb. You can't do that tariffs and raise the prices up. Somebody gonna go somewhere else. That's with any business. Like we got a business, we raise the prices up. Somebody else got it for cheaper and better. They're gonna go there. So that's showing like what they call it, read the room. Esau didn't read the room. He think like Esau was like a chick that smoked meth. That used to look good. And in her head, she thinks she's still fine. She can get this for free and this for that. But she don't know, like, you got teeth missing. You gotta pick the skin out.
Black dog.
Yeah, you got stringy hair. Like, nobody want that nasty box. That come with an STD. Like, this woman, like they say, Babylon's no longer tender and delicate.
Right.
Everybody like a tender, delicate woman. Esau, Babylon Great is not that anymore. And these devils ain't figuring it out. They still look in the mirror, oh, I'm fine. Things is like the breast is dragging the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't full. Ain't nothing beautiful about this place. They used to mess with Babylon the Great because it was luscious, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I got this from America. Now, nobody want nothing from America. Most of the stuff break. The best stuff is made in China. That's where everything say made in China. And everybody now is like, I'm going over here, go over there. So that shows Esau's wisdom is gone. The tariffs he did, that was dumb. It's collapsing the economy. So that was majorly stupid. And then it shows the common Edomite is dumb because they wanted Donald Trump. And he's dumb.
Tariffs fucked up the whole community, the whole economy, because hey, the people had to pay the tariff. So like they raised the prices of it just so they thought the companies was gonna eat the lion's share of it. They're like, nah, we're just gonna raise the profit and let them pay for it. So like Donald Trump just did some dumb ass shit, and then he had the audacity to deny his failure. Somebody asked him like, "Hey man, how's your economy looking now?" He said, "It's an 8++++." Whenever the farming industry is going straight down, they hate this damn dude. Everybody in this place hate him. His approval rate fell off to the floor.
Didn't it break a record? I think it's the lowest ever. Yeah, see? And it shows they're dumb. Because they asked Donald Trump, got done. My thing is, too, they knew, like, every business he get, he running the ground. Like, look at his track record. You know what I'm saying? That show they done. It's like if I go for a job, I mean, I'm late every day. I mess up everything you gave me. You know what I'm saying? You hired. That's all done. Esau is like, you hired this dude bankrupt a casino. When you got that under your belt, you're a very bad businessman.
A casino is a money print operation. It's like free money. How do you bankrupt a casino?
That you got to be really, really dumb. That should disqualify him forever being a good businessman. But see, the thing about Esau, dude, he's good at dressing stuff up. So he did a bunch of like TV shows. That's what he is. He's an entertainer. Edumb was them putting entertainers as their president. He's not a real ruler. He don't know how to do politics. He can't read the room. They say what they call it, persuasion of the deal. Master negotiator. He's not that. He fails at that. People don't even like this dude. They didn't like. He's even said that smart people don't like him, proving that only dumb people will vote for him. So it shows your average Edomite is a dummy.
At one point in time, Esau used to have wisdom, man. He was wiser than Daniel, as the scripture said. And that's because he would do a workaround. He'd find somebody who's real smart and then go leech off of him and steal it. And then he'd get the credit for being wise. But now he can't even do that no more. Now the Lord said, just like it said in Jeremiah 49:7, hey, has wisdom vanished from the team? Yes, it has, man. Hey, they're no longer seen as the smart people no more, man.
They used to be. I got a preacher to back it up why that's happening. We're going to go with Aqua. That's Obadiah 1:8. Shall not at that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau. See, the Lord declared that in a certain time, in that day, the latter days, that he would destroy the wise man out of Edom, man. You need the wise man in order to, guide the system, guide the kingdom. This is why his kingdom is going down the trash can, because they have no more wise men. The understanding is out of there.
If you really think about that, when he said destroy the wise man out of Edom, the Lord, Yahweh Shah was doing that over time. Like even if you go back to John F. Kennedy, how he was trying to make the dollar be backed by precious metals, what they do to him. They assassinate him. And so the Lord put the spirit on them Edomites to take him out. That's how you know the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is doing the work. He destroying Esau's kingdom, which goes back into that Malachi 1:3, where it said, when Esau said, I'm a power, we'll build the desolate places. But Yahweh Shah said, they shall build, and I will go down. That's to tell you right there who Yahweh Shah is against right there, man.
Started in the 70s. Yep. Been downhill ever since. Now here we are in 2025. And like, it's even destroying their sword. They military can't even get it together because they just got, what's that, Pete said? That dude a straight drunk idiot. And right now he's got them like demoralized, the military. Like if you got military mighty men, you need to put somebody that's respected. They can go out and fight on that. You can't put in a clown and a dude that say dumb stuff and then expect your military to go out and fight hard on that. Like they doing war crimes right now. They're so dumb trying to steal the oil. Like they false flag events ain't even smart no more. If you're saying all because of the cartel, they selling drugs. You look on the thing, you show a video of them shooting little fisher boats. That wasn't smart. Right. I'm like, why are you showing that? That's showing weakness and showing how dumb you are. Everybody looking like, damn, you shoot little fisher boats. And then like it's costing more money. The missile is costing way more money than like the target they're taking out. So it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Even Esau is like disillusioned with that move. Like, man, why are we hitting little fisher boats? And we spent like $1.2 million.
And when that could have just easily just called the National Guard or somebody like that to go after that boat right there, and the problem would have been starving like that.
And there's no drugs. They found no drugs on, so it was all a psyop.
Right.
And it's a bad psyop because you're just looking like an idiot doing that. I know. Yeah, and like everybody sees that. See, that's the thing they're starting to see. Oh, you just want to kill people. So now, back in the day, they looking like they used to look like the good guys in the 80s and 90s. Now they look like the bad guys. So now you're the evil empire, and that's ruining that covering cast. Esau rules by deceit. So now the UN, other heathens. Matter of fact, I got a precept for that. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, that are greatly despised. So now the Lord is making you small because you're dumb. And you're making dumb moves. So now he done make you small among the heathen, you greatly despise. Why? Because what you're doing. You know, everybody in the world is saying you do to make that move, man. China, North Korea, even the Russians. It's not like what Babylon is doing over here. You know, they about to have an East Coast, West Coast beat.
I got a quick one. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. It says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent." At one point in time, they was wise and prudent, but now they ain't shit no more. Their wisdom is completely gone, and that's the Lord destroying that. Man. It said, "For it is written, I will destroy the wise. I will destroy the wisdom from the wise." And he's no more looked at as the wise. He used to have prudence and look towards where he's going. Now he's just shooting from the hip anywhere. And then so he don't have that prudence no more at all. It says, where is the wise? Where is the scribes? Where is the disputer of the world? It says, have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of the world? And yes, he has. And the Lord is making these devils look foolish. Now they are laughing stock. You cut on the TV and turn to Donald Trump, you're going to get a good laugh at it, man. Just go to a good press conference or a little Oval Office meeting, you're going to get a good laugh out of it, man. You're going to say something dumb or something stupid that's just going to have you on the floor.
And he's so bad now he finger point. Well, Obama did. Joe Biden did this. That little Democrat dirty ain't working no more. That finger point. What they got them dumb Edomites. Goddamn Democrats. Like, that's not working anymore. It's played out. And I don't think he got another move. I think that's the only move he got is the finger point. Blame somebody else. And now, like, the Edomites are like, nah, man, this is you. Like I said, that dude is the laughing stock right now. He even talking about doing a Patriot game, which is nothing but the Hunger Games. He talking about taking like a melon female from each state, compete for like 4 days. You know, what did he ever state what they supposed to win? Is it cool? But I'm like, for him to say that, that's nothing to drop. They like, are this dude serious? Are you talking about a Hunger Games? Like, this is what the dude talking about. They got alligator Alcatraz. Like, everything is making them look bad. His cabinet is the worst. I mean, it's a total joke of a cabinet. He got that Christian Home chick looking crazy, Pam Bondi. He got a bunch of dumb blondes in his cabinet. Don't know what they doing. You got Pete Hegseth, JD Man. Oh, this little FBI dude. Man, that dude sniffed up everything in the what they call that? Evidence. Yeah, Caswell. Yeah, the evidence room. This dude stirring up everything in the evidence room. You can see it on his face. I'm like, bro, that's a bad move. Yo, FBI dude is blowed out his mind. You know, all them looking scared because everybody knows Trump is on them Epstein files. They trying to scrub and redact it. People like, nah, we need that dude. He on there. So now they just looking like, man, his whole cabinet looking like the Three Stooges, man. Look, a bunch of cokeheads who don't know what they doing. And they are totally out their element, man. The American people, like, we need real representation. We need professional. Let's say Donald Trump making it like Obama look good, just in the contrast of it. You know, we know Obama a sellout, but at least he had professionalism. He know how to talk and articulate himself. Donald Trump can't even do that. He can get up there and talk like a dumb drunk, a dude who ain't even graduated college, no education. He just get up there and say whatever come to his mind, whatever come out of his mouth, man. That's your common everyday Edomite. That's why they like him, because he represents them. Now they like the ones, like the women, they got a little sense like, hey, this is a bad representation. We need to get up out of her. And I think the damage has already been done to where, and if he come out, it's over with, man. The damage is done. It's critical. Like I say, he done messed up the farming industry. He done messed up all the trade. The trade is all the way messed up. You know, the auto industry is about to belly up. The insurance is about to belly up. The housing market is about to belly up. The job market is about to belly up. Like that's all the like the service and functions of Babylon the Great. And that's the Lord doing that, man. Like the Lord put him in there. He's taking the place out like he did ancient Egypt. So every little fashion of Babylon the Great, the education sector, the financial sector, all that is just getting destroyed. And the beautiful thing is it's been destroyed by their own. This didn't happen on Obama clock. You know, this happened on Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Another beautiful thing is why is it being destroyed? The curtain is pulled back, so everybody is seeing who's doing it. And it's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Where you can, it ain't no point to figure out nobody else because, hey, it's you. We see.
That's what it looking like. Now you sound like a Wizard of Oz, like he's like a witch. So the witchcraft is belling. You know, they Deuteronomy, what's that, Numbers 22 and 23. Then the enchantments falling down, but even little dumb, simple Jacob's like, nah, it ain't like that. It's like this. They listen to us, the prophets. You know, they might go against what we say, but they see it. They get to the point where even Keisha can see it. And that's bad when the so-called black woman can see it. That means you all the way exposed, devil. They all on TikTok talking about the goddamn white people. The white people this, the white people that. We need to get rid of white people. And this and that, we talking about when we open up camp. How nasty, dirty they is. Their wisdom is gone. They can't keep their house clean. Their house is nasty.
And matter of fact, if you really think about it, they got to pay people to clean their house.
Exactly.
That's how bad it is.
Now they're losing money, and they can't pay people no more. Now we can see what you're really about. And really, you're nasty. You know? Back to that bubonic plague in Europe.
I seen a video of this Jake. She had a white friend, and they went to Moab wash house. You know how they be having wash houses and shit. So they got all the dead skin these Moab that offers. And the E woman, she was like, man, I didn't really have too much dead skin. But come to find out, they was just all dirt because those Edomites don't fucking wash themselves correctly. And the Moab was like, yeah, she was real dirty. I was like, damn. Because, you know, they don't use washcloths or loofahs or nothing. They just take the soap and put it on their body. Or they just wash their hair and let the soap go down and say they clean.
These people ain't even smarter about how to clean themselves. They don't know how to bathe properly. Look, they go back in history to the Moors, which is Israelites that converted to Islam. They went to Europe and taught Esau how to wash his ass because they were so filthy they had to buy the plate. They were nasty. They lived with dogs and cats in their houses, rats, all kinds of nasty stuff, woo-woo everywhere. They don't clean themselves. The dog is nasty. They lick the dog in the mouth. And they got to go in there like, hey, man, this is called bleach. Put this on the floor and mop, man. Hey, this soap, put that to your ass with some water and scrub off in there, you know? And then, like, the Moors, what they got for that, the thanks for that, is Esau stabbed him in the back. And then he tried to say, like, I came up with this. I came up with mathematics. I made classical music. You know, they did iconoclasm. After Jake had already gained the knowledge. But they got it from the Moors. You know, the Israelite foreigners, they went to Islam because they got scared from the Roman persecution. And that's how they got the math. They got the English. They got the what I want to say, astrology, classical music, how to paint, the frescoes. All that came from Jake, man. Esau was living in Europe like a caveman. All nasty, man. What they call it, the medieval days?
Yeah, Renaissance period.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was how they used to wipe their ass. They had a stick with a rope on it, with a rope, and they used to share it.
It was the Renaissance period when they got back in the power. It was actually the Dark Ages. That's what they say the Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's what Jacob wrote.
Yeah,
so Esau was like in the cave, right. Like I said, wiping their butt with a rope and a stick. You know what I'm saying? They in there ooga booga. So they, you know, they do best, man. What they show something.
I got a quick precept to come back y'all up. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. And it said, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. And we bring that precept out all the time just to let you know, like, hey, man, these devils, these are the filthy people on the earth. These are the people that's the bowel of the earth. You know, these are the ones that's ruling America, aka Babylon the Great. And this is why you're seeing the destruction right now, because they don't have no wisdom. Yahweh Shah is not dealing with these people, right? This is what we're seeing, and this is going to be the downfall. You know,
And that's a marvelous work because people used to just think highly of the so-called Edomite. And now they're starting to see that he's just a fucking cave beast.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 29 and 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst the people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of the wise man shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent man shall be hid." It says, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsels from the Lord, and their works in the dark. And they say, who shall seeth us, and who knoweth us?" And that's a question mark on both of those, because now everybody sees it and know who they is. And that's the Edomite who suck to hide themselves and hide their counsel from the Lord. And the Lord said he's going to work the marvelous work. And we're living in them days, and we see the marvelous work of the Lord, pointing the finger at Esau. Like he under heavy inquisition, as the scriptures say. That people are questioning and scrutinizing this devil because they know he's the problem of the earth.
I got one to back up. Really, both of y'all, man. It's Job 38. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. So Lord let you right there. Esau is dirtier than the earth, man. So that really, them being dirty and nasty is really their true nature. Like that's them at they base form. They're the base men. Base mean low, like the basement. So the lowest people on the face of the planet are Esau, Edom, so-called white people. But yet, because of the curses and because of deceit, the world puts them on top. Everybody wanted to be like them at one point in time. Like they were made the standard. And that was like totally off right there. The lowest man was made the standard of the earth. And really, through the eyes of the Lord, they're the lowest people. So now they're going back to what they truly are. They're the lowest of the low. You know, like the Edomite women don't even want the Edomite man no more. That's how low they are. Like, you are nasty. Your pink pecker, I'm going to give me a Jake. And they said they were children of fools. And you see that with Donald Trump, man. That dude is a fool. He acts like a child. He act like he never grew up. But it's because he's a trust fund baby. His daddy gave him millions of dollars out the gate. And he never had to work for nothing his whole life. His whole life, he just been scheming, plotting, doing little plot holes, cheating people. Being an Edomite is what he's been doing his whole life. Cheat people out their pension funds, file bankruptcy so you ain't got to pay for services, take the money, embezzlement. He's been embezzling his whole career. He does money embezzlement, but basically pretty much what you call it, white collar crime. That's what Donald Trump is an expert in, white collar crime. And he's a fool. And you see that, like I said, the way he talks and articulates himself. He's a spoiled child, man. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He ain't nobody that came up from nothing and made to something. Nah, this is a spoiled, rich, bratty kid who's in his 70s and still acting like a baby, throwing little hissy fits. He even drifted up a bill where if you don't agree with him, you got Trump derangement syndrome. That's the shit a child would do. He do shit like my son would do when I look at Donald Trump. That's what happens if you let a child at the wheel, man. They do little shit like that. That is so unprofessional. Like, even the white people, like, I'm embarrassed. They clutching their pearls. Like, damn, I'm sorry, black people and all Mexico. I'm sorry, man.
That's actually biblical because the scripture said, children are their oppressors.
Rule over them.
I said the third chapter. Yep, you might have to go get that. It said, I like how it tells you, and when you go to Job 30 and 6, it tells you, they dwell in the cliffs of valleys, in caves of the earth, and in rocks. But it tells you it's number 7, what we call them bushmen and cavemen. It says among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. So this devil, man, he old bushman. The old nasty little devil in the bushes, man, in the caves and stuff. That's why he's the outdoor man. He's a man of the field, it's called. Esau used to be outside and, pissing in on himself and all that to go kill a deer. You know what I'm saying? He's the caveman. They got the little dip in their mouth, little nasty dip. They're always chewing tobacco. He don't bathe. Like, they're disgusting, man. There's a lot of Edomites in my job, too. Like, there's a lot of them. I look at the Edomite woman like, how do you even climb? Let they climb on top of you? Hey, this dude always be chewing tobacco. They got the little sores on their skin, and he just looks disgusting.
Shows how dirty they is.
Exactly. I was like, how can you even? I'll throw up. And then like they got big old bird belly. They don't keep themselves in shape good either. They got the big old bird belly. They look all pregnant. And they just look disgusting. They're like a raw chicken, like a pig or something, man.
That made me think about how you know how the scriptures say Esau Edom is a cunning hunter. And it makes a lot of sense because they actually smell like the animals that they hunt.
Pig, deer.
Right.
It's all right, man.
Hey, they ought be walking right by me like this, man. They be like, this motherfucker, this person don't look like us. Look like us. He look like one of them people we be running from. But why he smell like that?
Bushman. And see right here, this is happening now because they're all nasty and stuff, and they're dumb, and nobody like them. This is happening. When you look at Job 30:5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. So now they getting driven out, man. Now people like even Keisha. That's what I'm like, dang, when the black woman no longer wants to eat a white man, it's bad. Because she was like his greatest asset. So now she's even like, hey, I'm done with you, man. They all making videos. Oh, sorry, black man. Black man. I got this black man. Black man. The black man is this. And the hey, Jake cracking me up. The 2/3 Jake's like, I got my passport, Keisha. Like, my pockets are celibate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, so now all the women crying, all the women want Jake men. Because now, like, Esau been revealed to be a dummy, and he's nasty, and he's losing the only thing that made him appealing, which is the money. See, that's what the scripture say, a fool and his money should soon depart. That's happening. Esau losing this whole economy. You said it earlier, when you talked about the 1970s when John F. Kennedy tried to heal their economy, and what they unallowed them because they wanted to stick to oil, and oil is a resource that is very, you know what I'm saying, becoming more rare. So that's dumb to still tie it to oil. You should have tied it to gold or silver. That's smart. But Esau, that shows he's not smart. He's not. He's dumb. And that at the point where he's gonna just get rid of cash, period, and it's gonna be all on the computer, digital, and that's dumb. So like, damn, all the other countries got to do is EMP. They can wipe out your whole economy because you want to put your money to something on a computer screen. That's really, you gotta make your money fake. This guy want to do crypto. That's fake money. That's something that's not tangible. That's something on a computer screen. So if the power go out, your money go out. Yeah, right. That's dumb as hell. Dumb as hell, man. So you gotta see this, y'all. So this devil is like, man, he's like on the spectrum, like artistic or something. Asperger's, you know. He's just like retarded. So I'm like, that's dumb. But he's doing it because of that marketing piece. To me, that's dumb. You fight against your, how about y'all try? Ain't no way I'll be trying to fight against God, man. The power to make the sun before that right there show me you an idiot.
That's why when you how about y'all try said I will make war with Amalek from generation to generation. The Lord showing his hand right here. So
yeah, whooping this devil.
I got a quick freestyle that's gonna back you up right here. This is Job. The point is in verse 12, but we started verse 10. Job chapter 5, verse 10, and it says, "Who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth water upon the field?" And that is talking about the power of Yahweh right there, right? And it says, "To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety." Who is that person that does it? This we talking about Yahweh. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, his name is Yahweh Shah. Right in verse 12. And he said he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Right here, this is what Esau Edom, because he's a crafty, he's a cunning hunter, and the Lord said he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that his hand cannot perform their enterprise. And so their hand is not able to perform or able to finish their devices or their plans that they set out. It falls short because Yahweh said it. They said they will build, and the Lord said, I will throw down. This is that example. In verse 13, and he said, he taketh the wise and their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Yeah. And that's what it is. So Yahweh is destroying the devil's kingdom little by little, every single day. Every time you see Esau Edom coming up with some diabolical plan, they're gonna do this and do that. The Lord coming right behind them, and he's gonna destroy everything that he put out.
All right, and this right here, this on the flip side, this goes right perfect what you just brought out. This 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan get advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices. Right. So Esau Edom is losing his wisdom, becoming dumb, can't perform the operation of his hands like I said in the precept. He can't perform it. And then on the flip side, what is Yasharala doing? We getting our wisdom back. Like we getting a total recall. Like, oh, we Hebrew Israelites, so our wisdom is built stronger. You know, Jacob came up with a way to make water out of thin air, making fuel out of plastic. Like you can just see the spirit of Yahushua on Jake, man. So we're getting smarter while the devil getting dumber. And because like that precept I read, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So the whole collect, we see Esau's trap coming up. We look at this devil like an idiot. Like we see you setting that bear trap. And we see you coming up listen, we're not going to walk on that. Based on what? The wisdom of understanding the Lord gifted to us. By we're doing what? He raised up the house of David again. All the brothers that's doing these video epistles, doing the lessons, is giving us wisdom not to understand. So we're getting smarter every day. As we eat up on these lessons, we're getting smarter. We're learning how to run our nation. We know now because we're looking at Esau, we're going to have our money on a gold and silver standard. It's going to be on a precious metal again. We're seeing that you can't go against the lost commandments of Yahushua and think you're going to have a thriving kingdom. Now we're starting to see why the lost commandments was made, because you can't like promote LGBT and think you have a healthy community. No, there's mental illness. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We're not going to do that. And we're seeing the results of doing that dumb stuff. So now the Lord, by looking at Esau even as an example, we're becoming smarter. We ain't going to do that ignorant stuff. We're seeing why you're supposed to take care of the environment. We're seeing why you're supposed to plant 7 trees and you cut 1 tree. You need the trees for oxygen. So now we coming like, we looking like, okay, we're going to run our kingdom like this. So we huddled up, you know, in the house of David, like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We get the rulership again. And then Esau over here, he just like, robotics. I'm going to take away everybody's jobs. You know, he just doing dumb stuff. Like, I'm going to change up, we're going to do this. Like, everything he's doing is making the people groan and moan, which, hey, that's another precept right there.
Yeah, that's 29.
You got it right there. Yeah, bring it out. See?
Yeah. This is Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And that's where we at, man. The people are mourning right now. And guess what? The people that's mourning the hardest are Edomites. Which tricks me out.
Can you read that verse 17? I think it's 17 where it says wicked and free. Somewhere around there. It's Proverbs 29, 17. 15. Oh, yeah, wicked is no, it says something like that.
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase. Yeah. But the righteous shall see their fall.
Ooh, we say they fall right now, man. And that's because of all that wickedness really get hot.
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase, but the righteous shall see their fall.
And see, that's why the heathen Esau has to be made small. But the precept say when the wicked is multiplied, transgression increase. That's what Esau brings, because he's dumb. He brings wickedness because he wants to go against Yahushua. So therefore, the Lord, that's why he got to get rid of them completely, because they are just wickedness, man. So they wear like a chain, and they are prideful with their wickedness. But in fact, that's why the 2/3 gangster nigga Jake is like that, because he's trying to tailor himself after Esau. Esau take pride in stealing and killing, because that's how he got everything. Now we're at the point where we need compassion, we need nurturing, we need stuff to be beneficial. That only comes from Yasharala. Because all Esau not do is destroy. Go ahead.
I like how you said being passionate, being nurturing. That comes with patience. You know, because Esau, even the so-called white man, he want everything right now. You know, instant gratification, and that's exactly the same spirit, the same personality that he had back in the the old days. Yep. You know, because when Jacob was cooking, he said he wanted that food right now, and he said he stole his birthright just like that. And that's the reason why America is the way it is now. Why when the patience of Yahushua, how these things is ran, if you have patience, everything will work in its perfect order. You know. And real quick, I'm gonna read this Romans chapter 6 and verse 23, and it said, "For the wages of sin is death." All right, and that's where Esau, Edom, so-called white man is. He represents death. Everything he does, it leads to death. You know, he's the first gangbanger. He's the first drug dealer. You know, all of those things lead to death. He's the first LGBT plus person, right? He the one brought all of that into the earth. and everything that he does, it leads to death, right? But he said, but the gift of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, is eternal life through Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, our Lord. See, the gift, which is talking about the law, the things that we're supposed to do in a righteous order, is eternal life, right?
Basically, our culture.
Yeah.
Our culture needs to come to the forefront in order to heal the whole world. Because our culture brings light. God's commandments brings light. You know, Esau wants to go against that and think he's going to get good results. And because he got good results for so long, he got Jake to buy into it. You know, but now we're at the point where, like Twitter say, wickedness is at its peak. Wickedness has been fulfilled. So now we like, oh no, we need something different, man. We can't just keep doing wickedness, and now look at what we got. You know, basically, this devil done put hell on earth. Now everybody is arguing we need to reverse course. Only person can reverse course is the children of Yasharallah. And we can only reverse course by falling back to Yahweh Shah. We've got to have some guidelines, which is law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Shah. We got to get back to that. And like, because they've been doing wicked for so long, only the whole elect are going to repent and fall back to it. 2/3 like, now I'm gonna let my drunk driver keep driving. I trust him. He's been driving this long. They understand that he done lost it, man. He ain't got it like that no more, man. He's done. Your master is cooked.
They don't even understand why they so miserable is because he's at the wheel.
Exactly. And as you know, y'all Strada, we up here like, okay, as soon as the devil crash, like we gonna get into the car and then like we ain't giving Esau the wheel no more. Like he's done.
Just an example. Like this is precept that says he's just not good to himself, whom will it be good? The fact that he's so wicked, and he's hurting his own people. And we seen an example of that before camp. It was 2 Edomites living in their car, sleeping there with butt naked niggas. Couldn't even tell if they was alive or dead, man. To be honest, they were just in there slumped over in their car. Like, damn, what the fuck? And that just goes to show when this devil is in the rulership, hey, nobody is happy, man, not even his own people. Esau used to be living in houses and doing good. This nigga resorted back to sleeping in cars and shit.
And that's gonna lead to that ride. Because Jake is not. Jake is thriving in a hostile environment, which that's what we always done. So what Esau did was he done strengthened Jake up, and now that we got back to Lord's commandments, get our ID back, oh, it really done made us strong, man. So now it's like we able to navigate this thing easily. While Esau struggled, so that's gonna lead to that ride. They're like, how the hell Jake got a nice car? How the hell Jake making it in my kingdom and I'm not? So they looking at Donald Trump. That's what I'm saying. We just waiting on it. We waiting on Donald Trump to say, you know what? Hey, y'all just get the guns and just anybody you consider an immigrant or not white, mow them down. Because that's what Esau waiting on. They're angry and upset. They like, I had all this stuff in my favor. I'm sleeping in my car, and Jake. Like I said, Jake up here like buying houses. Jake driving nice cars. Like Jake is really coming up. And I got to think about it, especially with you, you a big history buff. Jake always been like that. Think about 1920s, Black Wall Street. Remember, Esau was in the Great Depression. Jake wasn't in no goddamn depression. Jake was over here, nigga, driving automobiles.
Suited and booted.
Yeah, had the hat on, got the suit on. 1920s. We got the record stores. On banks, on schools, hospitals. Jake was thriving. And Northern Trial. They had Osage with the oil. That's you about to say, huh? They was doing good.
And the railroad. Like, Jake had all of that, man.
And that's what it made what Esau do what? Come down Great Ralph and bomb it because he like, how the hell these dudes is thriving? I said Esau's in a Great Depression. Jake wasn't in a Great Depression.
Esau in there eating dust soup, nigga, and Jake over there eating steak, potatoes, with the gravy on it.
And all of that happened when they would actually separate from Esau. That's another thing that was important too. Because you know how Esau set up these laws, they don't want niggas in their restaurants and stuff like that. So they separated them and then they started thriving. And that's what we're trying to tell you. We got to get back to that. What we talk about, that's what holy means. Being separate from the world. That's the only way you're gonna thrive. You got to separate yourself from these devils. You got to separate. What the scriptures say, come out from among her, my people.
And they tried to bury their history because it shows we're better than them.
Oh yeah.
See, they want to pump up white supremacy. 2/3 fall for it. I know 2/3 fall for white supremacy. I was thinking, the white man is the best. The white man is this and that. But wherever you do your history, like they're trying to erase history right now, make them look dumb. They trying to peel back the civil rights stuff. cover up all the history. They don't want Jake to know how great Jake is.
Like, if you go back to like whenever they had the black only colleges and white only colleges, then they'd do their debates. And them black colleges be kicking the hell out of them white colleges' ass. And now they was like, oh no, we gotta segregate. We gotta end segregation. We gotta end segregation. So we can teach them our philosophy, and they don't. We can teach them what we want them to know and dumb them down.
Once they started that integration, that's when J community started going down right there and there.
They went down tremendous. Because they joined into their enemy. That's what they did. They should have remained separate, man. So now, like you said, now we got to do it separate again. And this happened already. They want to separate from Esau because some of them's like, man, this dude is dumb. I want to go over here with my brothers. Keisha say she French hunting. Because she hunting for Hebrew Israelites. Because now they start to see like, man, he ain't got it like that. He is so dumb. He's showing the heel. He like, get away from me, Keisha. Take away your DEI. I'm doing this to you. Like he's treating like the 2/3 badly. So he's forcing the 2/3 to come on this side of the fence. You know, and the 2/3 got that Stockholm syndrome. Some of them still like, nah, that's my master. Like what's that dude from Pressure Fit, Myron Gaines? You see how they wouldn't let him in the little event? He said, "I'm looking dumb." You know what I'm saying? They like forcing that dude to like, we ain't about to deal with him no more. But like Esau was like showing his hand. I'm like, damn, dude, you was smart enough to like act like you love Jake. Now you just showing your hatred. Like, man, forget Jake, man. Like that's gonna wake Jake's up. Even Sambo.
If you really think about it, it's just in their DNA. They're the board of the wickedness. So they really can't help themselves.
Can't help it. They dumb. They dumb. But like I said, his great grandfather knew you gotta operate like that. Like I said earlier, they knew let's integrate.
Right.
Then we could dumb them down. Like I said earlier, now they all like, man, get that nigga out of here.
Yeah.
You know, and like Jake be mad and sad, but I'm like, Jake, that's really for your own good. That's really good. Just Jake don't think about that. Like you need to be separated from this devil. Now you're gonna be able to thrive better on your own. And really, Jake needed, if they had any the spirit of the Lord in them, you need to get with the hopeful elect. You need to get in the house of David. That way you can be fed with wisdom and understanding, and you can be so much more stronger. Then it's gonna build your faith up. Then you're gonna be able to, what it say, you can overcome the wiles of the devil. When you got the whole armor on. When you put the whole armor on, then you're gonna be able to really whoop Esau.
Because when you put on that armor, you basically know who your enemies are. You understand who your enemies are after that. You know, you understand the moves that he's gonna make. You basically, not only you gonna understand it, you're gonna watch the devil every time. Every time you see him come around, you like, well, that nigga ain't from around here. You know, you gonna have that with him. You know?
Give you a little life of a precog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A little foresight. Like, okay, watch this dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust this person. And really, like I said, that's what made Jake collapse. When you look at every time Jake fell down, it was always because they trusted their enemy. You look at the natives, what they do, let Esau in. You look at the northern tribe of South America, the Mayans and the Incas, all that, what they do, let Esau in.
Every time it happens, hey, they fell.
The black community at the Black Wall Street, let Esau in. Every time I notice Jake do that, that's when they fall down, man.
Like he's on the vampire, you know, like.
Like the movie The Sinner. Yeah, like that movie.
Yep. That's a Rock 12. When the adversity comes up on you, you should find him there first.
I got it for you, Og. I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, never trust thy enemy, but like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And it said, though he humble himself, go crouching, and how he humble himself. What was they saying in Sinner? Let me in. You know, they're trying to say, I got the good music. Let me in. Right? Though he humble himself, go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou have wiped a looking glass, and if thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Right? So, and the Lord, how about you, y'all shall call him the border of wickedness. Okay? And so that wickedness is like that rust on a blade. It's not going to be wiped away. It's still going to be there no matter what, no matter how humble he comes to him. All right, so the minute you trust this devil, you jump down to verse 13, this will happen to you. Because, you know, ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you. And it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such become nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sin, who will pity? See, and so the Lord said, who's going to fit it? You have got this warning that Esau, even the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? So the Lord said not to trust him. All right? But the minute you trust him, can't nobody feel sorry for you because you had so many warnings. History told you not to trust this nigga. I mean, trust this devil. Really, that's what he is. He's a nigga.
He's the first one, yeah.
So
he's the true nigga.
Right. God. And so everything that this devil have done, everything that he is, he put that title on Yasharala. He's a thief. But Yasharala in the media, we're dubbed as a thief and a robber.
He's the Momo, but he made Jack the face.
God, see, everything that he does, and everything that's in his nation, he put it off on us. It's showing you that he's the first person that committed an identity fraud. Right? That's the Akbahayar said earlier. He said that when Donald Trump is a master in white collar crime, that's fraud right there. That majority of that fraud. That's what these devils do.
First murderer.
First murderer. Going back to the spirit of Cain. And actually speaking of the spirit of Cain, you think about how when the Lord put that punishment on Cain, and he said this punishment is more than I can bear. Look how these devils acting now. They can't handle all of their pressure. They can't handle not having money in their pocket.
So right, they can't handle being exposed.
Right.
They've been exposed. It's not my fault. It's that. What they call it, been a victim.
Right.
They love to be the victim.
And that's exactly what's going on. That curse, he said, if they find me, they should slay me.
Yep.
And now people are looking out and finding that as him, and now everybody's against that so-called God.
Yeah, that's why they the spirit of Cain, which is back that same spirit of Cain, which went right back and reincarnated into Esau. And that's basically what Esau Edom to this day. That's how they act, man.
First thing he did when he got mad at his brother, kill that nigga, man.
Right.
After I get too green.
Yeah, he said, because of the blessing. And I'm like, fool, you the one sold it. You know how dumb they are.
Right.
You sold your keys. Esau sold the keys to the kingdom of heaven. And he sold his birthright, because that's the 60 but it was. Showing that their forefather was a fool. Our forefather was smart. Their forefather was a fool. Because he had the birthright. All talks about default. He sold it because he wanted some raw meat. He was trying to feed his belly. They're showing he was carnal. He didn't look at his blessing as spiritual. He didn't care about his blessing. That's why the Lord don't like Esau. Because he doesn't know how to handle spiritual things with care. He crying for a blessing. Like, say a cry, man. You got to cry. I got you one, daddy. I like her, man. Her the sword, the fattest in the earth. But when you get dominion, you're gonna break it off, and then you're gonna be done away with.
Hebrews 12 and 16. God, I'll give you. All right, that's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. And he says, let there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
One morsel of meat, and it was raw. It wasn't even cooked all the way.
Right.
That's why they eat raw. They eat steak raw to this day. So that shows you who Esau Edom is. It's not the Middle Eastern man. No, it's not. It's not him at all. It's Esau, the so-called white man. The scriptures prove it.
So many clues. And it ain't even clues. It just lays it straight out there who it is. And they still want to say it's the Middle Eastern man.
Because I got this because of scriptures. I can just read the scriptures and then look at what's going on right now and it go together. 1 and 1 make 2.
Right.
The Lord said, right, well, I just read right there, a morsel of meat. And then you read the scriptures, it wasn't even cooked all the way. So he ate some raw meat. Who eat raw meat to this day? I want my steak bloody. Who always in the field? Go ahead.
I said, the Lord said, y'all, you shouldn't eat the blood or the fat. And what did Esau do? He love this shit bloody. Eat that shit rare.
He's a bloody man. Bloody man.
He eat chicken liver. Yeah, that's a delicacy for them.
What is that? They like they steak blue.
Right.
Like 10 seconds on each side.
Nice. And look at that. We said all that. This is Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? And like I say all the time, it's an inquisition on Esau Edom through the scriptures. The Lord gave us the scriptures of Esau Edom. But all you got to do is look at his descendants to this day, and they fit that. They were camouflaged as a bastard state. showing that they're in the middle of the field. You go into a hunting store, it's full of Edomites. They always got to have knives, they chew the tobacco, they got the duck call, a cunning hunter.
Right.
Always some fake shit, traps and snares. They got a whole store built on that. Bear traps, Esau came up with that. You know, a little fake duck or a little fake deer.
Yeah,
Esau came up with that. The duck call, yeah, Esau doing that. That like lure them in. And then Esau, like he love to go hunting. It's hunting season. They love to hunt. Like their forefathers love to eat the venison. That's deer meat. Esau eat deer to this day. That's all kind of Edomites. My time. I got some deer meat. Oh, grainy ass shit. I'm like, I don't want no damn deer. But they always got some damn deer meat. And they say, I don't think they cook it right. They be disgusting as I don't know what. I'm like, you disgusting, man. So I'm like, hell no, I want that deer meat. And if you look at the scriptures, Esau, that's we, you know, he Isaac, venison going to deer meat. So I'm like, oh, come on, man. Scriptures is spot on with this, man. Cunning hunter. And then like Aki was saying earlier, y'all saying how Esau wanted to kill his brother Jacob. That's the same thing to this day. Esau always loved to unalive a Jacob. He did it a whole lot in the 1700s and the early 1800s.
Oh yeah.
Now he want to do it again.
You talking about this? You said 1700. That was the time when when they established that Willie Lynch letter right there.
God, they saying like if a Jake look anybody in the eyes, they'll string him up in the tree just because of that.
Right.
Or if he molesting the woman and somebody like, hey man, that's my wife, but that's my mama, you get hung in the tree for that. If you don't pick enough cut, you get strung up in the tree, or you get something cut off, a finger cut off.
You get caught reading.
Yeah, you get caught reading. You right about that. You about to get unalive.
Right.
Or Esau just might come outside like, you know what? I want a new slave. This slave, oh, and unalive him for that. Like they want to go back to that bloodlust. Like Esau used to be able to do that. That's something like Jake. Yeah, make America great again. It was great. When I can hang a Jake up in the tree. Or they had picnics. They see a Jake hanging in the tree. And they'll like set their little blanket out. Yeah, eat their food.
And then mail a relative postcard of that Jake hanging in the tree.
Shit, they'll fry a Jake in the tree and eat parts of his body.
Yeah.
They was eating Jakes in the day.
That's sick, man. So they the sick people. That's why I started a picnic. They pick a nigger, hang him, then eat under his dead body. And my thing is, how sick you gotta be to do shit like that? I don't want to eat my food around no damn dead body. That's disgusting, man. Cannibalism. And Esau want to go back to that. And Jake, the 2/3, ain't paying attention, not knowing that he about to get right back to how he used to be, man. They not hiding either. All you gotta do, like Ox said, turn on TV and listen to Donald Trump. He's saying it a little bit coded, but he put it out there like, we're gonna do this.
They went
now look at the Alcatraz, they're gonna get back to feed us the gators.
When C. Kirk got assassinated, what happened? We can't forget about them two Jakes that got hung right after the Kirk assassination. 14, that's what I'm saying. I missed the county. And then that time when you can even go back to when George Floyd, when they were protesting on George Floyd, it was the Jakes that got hung around that time. And that goes back to Esau even being a cunning hunter. They always choose the time when it's very chaotic for them to do their witness. They always do it. That's why they have a slogan, auto out of chaos. You know, they always create the chaos, and then they be doing the wicked shit when the chaos shit going on, man. I mean, it's so many examples that we can go on. Even that time, we can go even further back with that Jake Mike Brown got assassinated by that cop. You know, and there was some doctors that was basically going to help out the medical field, and they came up missing. They don't talk about that shit.
Like the Buffalo mass shooting, there was a Jake that made an engine that could run off water.
Yeah,
a hydro engine.
Right.
He got unalived in that mass shooting. I'm like, that wasn't no man, that was a hit.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
So they getting rid of all the wisdom that can literally help your economy. That's why the Lord says there's no more wisdom in Edom.
That'll help the environment.
Yeah.
If you got an engine that run off water,
Right.
you see ain't no big money in it. That's why Esau don't want that. Because he want to make money off of oil, gasoline, and things of that nature. Esau don't care about the environment. He just care about his pocket. And that's showing him to be a fool. Because everybody like, now, we need to take care of the environment. If somebody can make a hydro engine, like, let that ride. Esau like, man, hell no. I'm trying to stay rich. And like, he trying to stay rich and you still losing your money. Fool.
Losing your money, losing your kingdom, all of that, man.
Yeah, losing your woman.
That Jake that make that oil, the fuel out of the plastic. They was saying that they was going out to him.
Esau is dumb, man. He a fool, and he need to go.
That's why it's kingdom.
God, it's built on like that movie Idiocracy. Too much dumb stuff, man. Poison and everything, and the food. That's why the medical street is like the bus because too many sick people. But the food is bad. The devil don't make stuff where it got all the nutrients in it. He want to make GMO food.
So he can get people sick, so that he can make money off of them.
What
do you call it?
That's exactly why
malpractice.
Yeah. That's exactly why they're getting rid of all the doctors that know how to heal through the herbs.
But see, now when you're doing that though, overload his medical system. The doctors and the nurses can't handle the influx of all the sick coming in because he overdid it.
Right.
Because he don't know how to do stuff in in the correct portions. He don't know how to like pace anything. He overdoes it. So now your medical field is getting overran and you can't even take it. And then your medical insurance, all that stuff is a scam and a fraud. So now that's all coming out.
Then you shit on your medical workers. That's not an essential job.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Then he take nursing is no longer professional.
Yeah.
So now you gotta have less of that. But yeah, you're making people sick to influx them in that area. So it's like you just look at him like, ain't you supposed to be smart and a scientist, but that's very dumb.
Yeah.
That's a very dumb move.
You did the same thing with the teachers. You know, if you want to have a better economy in the future, you want to basically make sure your children are getting the best education. What you do? You told the teacher.
I got to
They ain't got no they are no longer a professional job as well too.
This is Esau Edom to a T, man. Like a wise judge instructs his people, right? Just like what I said. Hey, Esau Edom made instructing his people. That just let you know he's not a wise ruler. He's not a wise judge. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And that's why Esau's kingdom ain't well ordered. He's not a fucking he's not a wise judge, man. Verse 2, it says as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, man. Esau Edom is his officer. That's why his little officers are just like him, wicked as hell, killing down Jake. Because he's a fucking he don't like Jake. Verse keep going, it says, and the manner of the man of the ruler of the it says, and what manner of the man the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein. And Esau Edom is wicked. That's why everybody in most of the Babylon the Great is wicked as hell. Because the rulers is wicked. Verse 3 to 40. An unwise king destroyeth his people. But he said, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. And the unwise king destroys his people, man. And that's exactly what's going on. And if you jump down to verse 10, it says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And that's Esau Edom. That's why his kingdom is being destroyed. It's coming to an end for Esau Edom in Babylon the Great, in Esau Edom rulership.
Yeah, without wisdom, in fact, you can't have a kingdom. You need wisdom to run a kingdom. And the Lord said He's taking wisdom away. So basically saying He's taking Esau's kingdom away. That's what the Lord is doing, man. And we all happy for it, man. Because this kingdom need to go. It's built on lies. It's built on treachery. It's built on wickedness. It's built on death. And we want what Yahushua got to offer. We want abundance. We want life. We want clean things. Esau is not clean. Only the hopeful elect of Yahshua is clean.
We're just here to teach us a lesson. Once that lesson was taught, you just throw it away.
You're going to use for a moment. Yeah, but precepts, I can hit off for the good one.
I got one. It's Obadiah. Obadiah 1:18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
Woo, that's the spirit too. The precept you just pulled out go perfect with what I'm about to end with, man. That's perfect, man. It just said right there that Esau would be stubble, and Joseph and Judah would like kindling them. And it said it should be none remaining of the house of Esau, which means they're gonna go extinct. They're gonna be no more Edomites. You know, and that's the one thing that got them so scared and fearful, and why they're trying to fight against that, which is inedible. And I'm gonna bring this up right here, and that's the spirit, because this gonna go right what I just gonna pull out. This is 2 Edumb 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau's world's coming to an end, man. Esau tried to use that that we all gonna be destroyed type of mentality. Like the world, everybody gonna be destroyed. But we read that precept like, no, your world, your society is coming to an end, and our world, our society is about to come on board. We're in the beginning stages of that, man, and we're like midwives. We're ushering in the birth of the kingdom of heaven, man. So we over here telling y'all struggle like push. That's why the Father tell us, hey man, push them lessons, push. They push is birth of the kingdom of heaven, man. It's upon us. Like when y'all shot crack them skies and come in the atmosphere, that's the birth of the kingdom of heaven. That's when that baby's here. You know, that's when you're gonna hear the whole leg us, we gonna holler out. That's like that baby crying with their first breath. You're gonna hear us, oh, call hello, y'all, when we see that chariot in the sky. Right. You know, that's when we're gonna holler out, man. And that's gonna be the birth of it, man. That's when Esau gonna be like, oh, because it's over with at that point. That's why he gotta hurry up and do the MOTB right now before that event happens. Once that happens, hey, hopefully they're gonna be beating on their chest, man. They're gonna be because like the power was here, we're gonna look up the sky and see it. At that point, like you can't tell us nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm going to work after that, man. I ain't no going to work. If I see the master chariot in the sky, y'all showers here. What you talking about, man? I'm about to be, we're gonna be praying all day, every day. We're gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Hey, man, we're gonna be like the disciples, you know how they was on the job, and then Yahweh told them come up and follow.
Yeah.
That we drop everything and leave. That's it.
Exactly. So he gotta hurry up and make his move. It's gonna be sloppy because he's dumb. So he gonna forget some parts. It's gonna look all kind of crazy, and you just got to be a dumb 2/3 to go for it. And that's who's gonna go for it because they're blind and they're dumb. They're dumber than Esau. That's why they try to clown us, we clown them. You up here attaining to Esau Edom's words makes you dumb because he's dumb, and you're dumber than him. All you need to disregard the mark of the beast is wisdom, not understanding. Like we're not ignorant of the same device. So it's gonna be easy to man, now them ain't taking that. I got a way out. I got the escape hatch. Like the Lord is my escape plan. And it's just like the C-1 now, we're gonna wait it out. And all the people just waited it out, they'd have been all right. But Esau scared them. Oh, I gotta get it. Now they got regrets. Man, I shouldn't have got it. But my heart acting up. My sleep patterns messed up.
Can't stay out of the hospital.
Yeah. And all you had to do was wait it out. And we had told them that, but they wanted to trust what they say, trust in the sign. Yeah. Which means trust in Esau. And this dude is dumb.
Trusting in thy enemy.
Exactly. And he's an idiot. Trust in the staff on the broken reed. And it's going to your hand and pierce it. Right? This is paraphrase.
They really lack no faith. They ain't had no faith in Yahweh outside. They caught.
Exactly. You believe in the idiot. Now we up here looking real smart. That's why they really mad at us. Like, oh, this dude didn't get the MO, didn't get the juice. They call it pure blood. I'm over here with nanobots in me.
Graphite.
Yeah.
Graphene.
Yeah, they feeling real dumb. And they so crazy, they ain't taking that anger out on Esau. They want to get mad at Jake that didn't fall for the deception. And I'm like, right, he getting ready to do it again. So what you gonna do now, man? They still like, man, that Hebrew Israelite stuff. I'm not with that.
Y'all preaching hate.
Yeah.
Y'all racist.
Yeah, this devil pumps some nanobots in your body. And you over here mad at me. And I told you not to do it. Your dumb self. So, hey, man, this devil hey, stay clear. Y'all swallow. Hey, stay locked in on this truth. Stay out the way. Esau, man, he's falling, man. So move out the way. When he hit the ground, he's going to splatter. Make sure you out the way. When he hit the ground, it's going to be real horrific, man. We hope this is edifying. We want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakadash.
Hey, Kwam Yasharala and Shalom to the Akim Aqua on the comment board. Shalom, baby. Hey, stay locked in because Yahweh Shai is quickly on the way.
Hey, Tawada for tuning in.